This is section 4.2, part 3. In part 3 of section 4.2, we're going to be talking about how to change from standard form to vertex form. Okay. Now, if you remember, vertex form is down here below in step number 3. This is vertex form, so you may want to add that in there. This is vertex form. And again, we talked about standard form. Standard form today was ax squared plus bx and plus c. Okay, so we've got vertex form, we've got standard form. What we're going to do is we're going to convert from from standard form to vertex form. So we're going to convert from this to this. Okay, and as I look at the steps here, first thing you're going to need to do, you need to find the vertex. We talked about that today. The x value of the vertex is the opposite of b over 2a. And then to find the y value of the vertex, you're going to plug in the x value into the standard form equation to find the y value. Once you have found the vertex, you're going to need to identify your a value. Okay, your a value is the number that's in front of x squared. Now, the nice thing about it is the a value in standard form is the exact same thing as the a value in vertex form. They're the same thing, so all you're going to need to do is identify what a is, and then you plug it into the equation. Okay, so let's take a look now at some examples here. Okay. Take a look here at a couple of examples. Alright, so this first problem here. What is the vertex form of y equals 2x squared plus 10x plus 7? I want to identify first my a. A is 2, my b is 10, and my c is 7. I always want to identify that first so it helps me out when it comes to finding different things. Okay, so vertex, I got to figure out my vertex. First thing. So to find the x value of the vertex, I'm going to take the opposite of b, which is negative 10, over 2 times a, which is 2. And this is going to be negative 10 over 4. Which in this case, if I want to, you can make this into a fraction, which would be negative 5 halves. Or you can convert this into a decimal. And the decimal is going to be a little bit nicer to use. So let's negative 2.5. Okay, so the x value of the vertex is negative 2.5. The y value, I'm going to take that negative 2.5 and I'm going to plug it into the equation. Okay, so plug that in the equation. Negative 2.5 squared now. Negative 2.5 squared is 6.25, so this is 2 times 6.25. And then 10 times negative 2.5 is negative 25. Plus 7. 6.25 times 2 is 12.5. 12.5 minus 25 is negative 12.5. And negative 12.5 plus 7 is negative 5.5. So the y value of the vertex is negative 5.5. So now I've found my vertex. I need to now identify the a value. Well, as you look at the equation, the a value in this case is 2. So I'm going to plug in those two things. Remember, the vertex, negative 2.5 and negative 2.5 and 5, negative 5.5. Remember, this is h and this is k. So I'm going to plug that into the vertex form. Okay, so in this case, y is going to equal, a is 2 times the quantity x. I need the opposite of h, which is going to be positive 2.5. And then k, which is negative 5.5. So now I have converted our equation into vertex form. This is from standard to vertex. Okay, so you can find out, there's not a lot different to compared to what we were doing this morning in class. So let's take a look over here at the second example. Okay, what is the vertex form of y equals negative x squared plus 4x minus 5? I've got an a value, in this case, is negative 1, b is 4, and c is negative 5. Again, got to find the vertex first. So to find the vertex, the x value, I'm going to take the opposite of b, which is negative 4 over 2 times a of negative 1. It's going to be negative 4 over negative 2, which is going to be a nice number of 2. So now to find the y value, I'm going to take and put it in. So the opposite of 2 squared plus 4 times 2 minus 5. 2 squared is 4, so I've got negative 4 plus 4 times 2 is 8 minus 5. Negative 4 and positive 8 is 4 minus 5. In this case, y is going to be negative 1. So my vertex is the ordered pair 2, negative 1. And A is negative 1. So I've got the ordered pair 2, negative 1 as well. That's H and that's K. And now I'm going to plug this in to this formula. Okay, so my A value is negative 1 times quantity X. The opposite of H is negative 2. And that's squared, and then K is minus 1. So again, now we're able to change from vertex to standard. From standard to vertex. Okay, this is vertex. We're taking it from standard to vertex form. Okay, all right. So this section, this is part 3 of section 4.2. We learned how to change it from standard form to vertex form.